Hey everybody, it's 123 Mr. B. I almost forgot to put my cover sheet on there here. This is part of the Breaking Math program here, and we're just deconstructing math so that we can move away from blind memorization and going into gaining a deeper understanding so that we might actually be able to teach this stuff and understand it better ourselves, right? And remember, when you spend time learning math in more depth, that means you don't have to do it later because you're not having to repeat classes or repeat assignments and all that kind of stuff. So spend the money, spend the time in advance now, invest your time in this, and you will be paying, wait, that doesn't sound right. It will pay off later. That's what I'm trying to get across. Okay, here we go. Zip. This video is about subtotals. Now, subtotals are going to use that last video where we talked about subtraction trick number 2. All this is to say, instead of having to add up these ridiculous large sums, I can simply break down the numbers again to something much simpler. Whoops, that was not on purpose. Okay, 3003. We know that it's pretty close to 3,000, okay? That's true. It's 3,000 and what? Well, we got to go up by 3. So we have the main number and then a little chunk. 2001. We know this is really close to 2,000. That worked out fairly well. And I just have to adjust it upwards by 1. There we go. And same with this. We can see that's really close to 1,000, and I have to adjust it upwards by 3. This one here, well, it's 1,000, right? But it's a lot closer to 2,000 here. So 2,000, except instead of adjusting upwards by 2, I'm going to adjust downward by 2. So that's downward by 2. And here, well, that's pretty close to 1,000, wouldn't you say? Let's use that. And this time we're going to adjust downward by 3. And this one here, 2,000 is pretty low. How about 3,000? And we'll adjust downward by 5. So now at this stage, I'm just going to go the easiest way for new beginner math people. I'm going to start at the top and work my way downward. And you might see many different ways. In fact, there's probably tons of ways I can finish this part off, but I'm just going to do it this simple way just to aid the visual here. Positive 3 and a positive 1. I put those together, I get a positive 4. Positive 3 and a loss of 2 leaves me with positive 1. And aha! I lose 3 and I lose 5. Wait, don't panic. Think about it. If you win 3 and win 5, you have 1 8. That means positive 8. But if you lose 3 and lose 5, it's still 8, but now in the loss column. So we know it's a loss of 8. So we kind of use that previous trick. All right, now let's continue here. Positive 4 and a positive 1 come together, brings us to be a positive 5. And now I just have these two things kind of at the end, so I'm going to just stretch it out a little bit. Positive 5 minus 8. So it's kind of that other trick again, little thought cloud here, okay? If 8 minus 5 is positive 3, it follows then that 5 take away 8 is negative 3. So that's the thought cloud I'm using. This is just me being lazy. That I meant to say then, but I was just being lazy, sorry. So that's going to be negative 3. Boom, boom, boom. Make my equals line here. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. Then all these zeros are a piece of cake because it's just 0. That's what I love the most. So we got this big stuff taken care of, and all of this little stuff whittled itself down to this. So I'm just going to bring that down, minus 3 equals, there we go. And just like before, I'm going to collect it in a basket. 12,000, take away 3, 11,999, 11,998, 11,997. 11,997. There is your answer. And this is how we can do subtotals. When the heck would you use this? Things like totaling your gas receipts or stuff like that, or if you ever just have to do some quick calculations with numbers that are always really close to to even number to easy numbers. Like these are all, I chose these on purpose to be really close to easy numbers. Normally life doesn't give us things like that, but for the purposes of this video I figured, we might as well start with something that's gonna at least work for us. So once we can do this, you're going to integrate here. We use both of our subtraction tricks actually. Found out your subtotal, brought it down, then we use the technique of putting things in baskets from the other videos, and everything is nice and orderly. Your teacher is going to eat it up, okay? And the chances are they might not have seen this before, so you can show that to them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Check out the next vid.